Hello everyone, I am Kajal Verma, Clinical Instructor of Mother Teresa College of Nursing, Kumhari, and I am back with another musculoskeletal disorders, and today's topic is sprain, strain, dislocation and fractures. So let's get on to our topic. So first we'll discuss about sprain. Sprain is stretch and or tear of ligament caused by sudden pull. Second one is one or more ligaments can be injured at same time. So in common words or normal words we can say that it is a ligament tear that occurs when there is a sudden pull of the ligament or sudden stretch of the ligament more than its ability. Second point says that one or more ligament at a time can be torn apart due to sprain. So in this image we can see that sprain look like something like this. There is a torn up ligament in the ankle. Strain, injury to either a muscle or tendon as a result of sudden pulling them too far. Second is simple overstretch of muscle or tendon or result of partial or complete tear. Strain can be defined as it is an injury to either muscle or tendon that occurs when we pull them against each other in a very sudden force. And it can also result due to overstretch of the muscles, and that can result in partial or complete tear. So in this image we can see that there is an elbow strain which looks something like this. Now the causes of sprain: fall, sudden twist, blow to the body that forces a joint out of its normal position and stretches or tears the ligament supporting that joint. So covering all this, we can say that sprain occurs when the ligament stretches more than its ability. So the ligament tear occurs. Next is where do sprain usually occur? So the most common site of sprain we will see. So the commonest sign of sprain is ankle. Frequently it occurs in wrist, and in very rare case it occurs in thumb. Common in skiing and other sports. Ankle sprain is common because while walking or running, it is the most common site in which sprain can occur because we twist our leg firstly when we walk or run. Sign and symptoms of sprain. First one is pain. Pain will occur due to ligament tear, swelling, bruising, loss of functional ability. Loss of functional ability will occur also because of ligament tear or because of the inability of ligament to work properly. And last one is sometimes a pop or tear when the injury happens. We can see in these images that bruising has occurred in the ankle and also in palm. Okay, so this one is the grade or the severity or classification of the sprain according to their grade. So we will first see grade 1. Some stretching or minor tearing of the medial ankle ligament. So there will be a minor tearing or only small amount of stretching in the medial ankle ligament. That will be termed as grade 1. Grade 2, moderate, partial tearing of the medial ankle ligament. There will be a partial tearing more than grade 1 but less than the severe stage. Now grade 3, severe, complete tearing of the lateral ankle ligament. Also we can say that there will be a ligament tear of more than 2 ligaments. So that will be classified in grade 3, severe stage. Now causes of strain: twisting or pulling a muscle or tendon. That means when we pull down our own muscle or tendon. Second one is acute or chronic trauma or result of overuse. That means trauma and also result of overuse. When we are exercising more than our body ability or capability, that will result in strain. Next is the common site where these strains occur. The two common sites are the back and the hamstring muscles. We can also see in the image. And second one is hand and forearm and also elbow. Sign and symptoms of strain: pain, limited motion, muscle spasm, possible muscle weakness. Second is localized swelling, cramping, inflammation with a minor or moderate strain, usually some loss of muscle function. As I have also explained it earlier, there will be a muscle function because of the wear and tear down of the muscles. Now we will see the treatment or what are the therapy that we give in case of sprain and strain. So the most common therapy we give is RICE therapy. This is abbreviated as RICE therapy. Now we will see what does RICE stand for. So RICE stands for R for rest, I for ice, C for compression and E for elevation. So that was a easy learning process. So we can say it as RICE therapy. Rest. Stop using injured part. Use splints for injury of the arm. If we have injured our ankle, we should stop running or walking for a certain period of time so that the injured part will get a little amount of rest and will heal quickly. Ice. Keep damp or dry cloth between the skin and ice pack. This will help in treating the bruised area. Do not apply ice for longer than 15 to 20 minutes at a time. Compression. Use elasticized bandage, compression sleeve or cloth. Wrap injured part firmly. Do not impair blood supply. It should not be that tight that blood supply is compressed to the part injured. Too tight compression may cause more swelling. Wrap over ice. Loosen the bandage if it gets too tight. Elevation. Elevate injured part above level of heart. That means while sleeping or while doing any activity, we can elevate the injured part. That should be above the heart level. Decrease swelling and pain. Elevation helps us in decreasing the swelling and pain. Use objects and pillow for props. If we don't have any prop, we can use a simple home pillow for elevating our injured part. And last one is referral. So we will go for referral if we are in a doubt that more severe thing has happened to our body. So in last we will go for the referral if in 48 hours our sprain or strain is not treated properly.